When the earth shakes, lives change forever, and this time it's not just an earthquake. It could be a tsunami too. Early Friday morning, residents along the southern coast of the Philippines were jolted awake, not just by the shaking ground beneath their feet, but by a stark reminder of nature's raw power. A massive earthquake, initially measured at 7.6 on the Richter scale, struck approximately 62 kilometers, 38 miles, southeast of Manay town in Davao Oriental province, with its epicenter located deep under the sea and only 10 kilometers, 6 miles below the surface, a dangerously shallow depth. The quake sent shockwaves across the region and triggered urgent warnings for a possible tsunami. This wasn't just another tremor. It was a wake-up call for entire communities to evacuate immediately. Local authorities wasted no time issuing evacuation orders to villages in nearby coastal provinces, fearing devastating waves that could follow such a powerful undersea event. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. responded swiftly, directing agencies to prepare emergency rescue teams and relief operations, though he emphasized they would be deployed only once conditions became safe enough for personnel to operate effectively. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, PHIVOLC, confirmed the quake resulted from tectonic activity along a fault line. They warned that structural damage and aftershocks were likely in the aftermath. Meanwhile, schools in Davao City, an urban hub home to around 5.4 million people and located roughly 250 kilometers, 155 miles west of the epicenter, evacuated children preemptively, reflecting the seriousness of the situation. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite advanced early warning systems and years of disaster preparedness training, many locals questioned whether the alerts came quickly enough, or if enough had been done beforehand to truly protect vulnerable populations. Some residents expressed frustration over inconsistent communication during previous quakes, raising concerns about how prepared the country really is for disasters of this scale. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, based in Honolulu, took the threat seriously, stating that hazardous waves might affect areas within a radius of 300 kilometers, 186 miles from the quake's origin. Forecasts indicated wave heights reaching up to 3 meters, about 10 feet above normal tide levels in parts of the Philippines, with smaller surges potentially hitting neighboring regions like Indonesia and Palau. Bernardo Rafaelito Alejandro IV, Deputy Administrator of the Office of Civil Defense, issued a direct public advisory urging immediate evacuation to higher ground or inland areas. We urge these coastal communities to be on alert and immediately evacuate to higher grounds until further notice, he announced via video briefing. His message also included specific guidance for boat owners, advising them to secure vessels and stay clear of waterfront zones due to risks posed by sudden water level changes. In Indonesia, officials didn't wait. Authorities issued a formal tsunami warning for northeastern Papua and North Sulawesi, regions situated nearly 275 kilometers, 170 miles from the epicenter. Indonesia's Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics Agency echoed PHIVOLC's concerns, urging beachgoers and riverside dwellers to avoid low-lying areas altogether. It's worth noting that this latest disaster comes hot on the heels of another tragedy. Just days earlier, on September 30th, a magnitude 6.9 earthquake devastated parts of Cebu province, killing at least 74 people and displacing thousands more. That catastrophe, centered near Bogo City, serves as a grim backdrop to today's unfolding crisis, and highlights how recovery efforts are still underway, even as new threats emerge. And this is the part most people miss. The Philippines isn't just unlucky, it's geographically cursed. Sitting squarely atop the infamous Pacific Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped zone known for intense seismic and volcanic activity, the archipelago experiences frequent earthquakes, eruptions, and tsunamis. To make matters worse, the country faces an average of 20 typhoons per year, compounding the already immense burden placed on government agencies and volunteer responders who work tirelessly to keep citizens safe. So what does all this mean for the future? As climate change intensifies extreme weather patterns and increases geological instability in certain regions, can we afford to treat each disaster as a surprise? What do you think? Should governments invest more heavily in long-term infrastructure resilience rather than relying solely on reactive evacuations? Or is our current system doing the best it can, given limited resources and unpredictable natural events? Share your thoughts. We want to hear from you.